Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Denise. As you saw by the title, this video is going to be a reminder that there is no entity outside of your awareness that you are asking for something from. There's no entity or energy that is giving anything to you, that is permitting you to have something. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about awareness and God and our definitions and all of that good stuff in this video because I really want to get you guys empowered from that place of knowing that it's all just you. There's absolutely nothing outside of you, period. And there's definitely nothing outside of you that is giving you, allowing you, rewarding you, or blessing you with anything. It's all a very direct reflection of what you assume yourself to be, what you assume yourself to have, what you assume yourself to experience. Those things will be reflected in your 3D reality. So we're going to start off. I learned this years ago, probably in some book I read about awareness. And I think it was a yogi. I don't even know if it was a book. I mean, this is probably before internet, so I think so. And I don't remember exactly what they said and how they did it, but I'm going to do it in my own way to give you a picture or a feeling or a sense or a knowing of what your awareness is. I'm going to say to you, close your eyes and with your mind, not with your mouth, say a statement such as, I am fulfilled. And notice when you uttered that in your mind, right? You didn't say it with your mouth, but yet you said it. And you heard yourself say it, but you weren't using the ears on this body to hear it, right? That untouchable thing, that is awareness. And otherwise known as God. We have tried to define God for centuries. And the truth of the matter is, God was very clear in letting us know that it is I am. That this thing is not separate outside of us. It's not an energy, an entity, or anything that's existing outside of us that we are praying to or begging to or hoping to receive from, hoping to be blessed from. Like, all of that has been, fabricated by man trying to figure it all out, right? That it must be some higher power, there must be something else. But no, it's that sense of identification. It's that ability to move from one thought to another. It's the ability to put your attention on one thing. It's the ability to imagine anything that you prefer or anything that you don't prefer. It's your ability to imagine, period. Right? It's your ability to say I am and to have that sense of awareness of the self and of what appears as others. That's God. So that's the first part, is like really understanding the definition. And it's not just, you're the operant power, you're God. Like, yes, but really, yes. Like, understand the depth of that, right? Like, some of us didn't grow up with religion at all, but still found an interest in scriptures and things and didn't know much about it, but still have this sense, or had a sense, that there's a higher power. There's something out there, right? There still is a God. What is God's plan? What is God's will? As another thing I want to get into is the idea of, anything that you ask will be given as long as it's in God's will, or I don't remember how it's worded, but something along those lines. God's will is simply fulfillment, period. And what it really means, the idea of you can have anything, so long as it's God's will for you to have it or experience it, really just means that you, as I am awareness, is accepting the fulfillment of whatever it is you're desiring or whatever it is you're being aware of. So God's will doesn't mean, there's a separate being or entity that's saying, if I agree with this, you can have it. because there's no plan, there's no destiny, there's nothing happening out there. It simply is you as God accept that, this is true for me. This is something whatever, I assume this will happen. I assume it can happen. It's your being God, and it's your will, which is, there's no resistance to the fulfillment of whatever you're focused on. So, and this is why things can appear that are undesirable, right? If it were God's will, if there was a separate thing out there, a separate entity that we've come to know as God, which is supposed to be this all loving, bountiful, providing source, but yet many of us have experienced, lack and despair and traumas and all of these things that they see, like this identification, this identity that we have of God would not create that reality. It wouldn't be God's will to have someone suffer. It wouldn't be God's will to have someone struggling, right? But it's the will, meaning you accept as God, you're stating, I am suffering. I am struggling. I am imprisoned. I am in pain. I am in lack. I am in fear. God's will. It's you. It's you accepting the fulfillment of whatever it is you're focused on. Okay? So as we're approaching our desires, it's really important to continue to remember that, these aspects, that the source of the desire, the source of the delivery of the desire, and the experiencer, having the experience of the fulfillment of the desire is you. It's awareness. It's God. It's all just awareness. And yeah, there's nothing out there. There's no reward system. You don't have to earn it. It doesn't have to be, divine. None of that's true. All that matters is that you, as God, accept that it's done. You accept that it's fulfilled. You accept that it's yours. And sometimes that's surrendering to it, and sometimes it's decreeing or declaring it. It doesn't matter. That's just, there are different paths to the acceptance, but it's that certainty, that knowing, or like I said, that surrendering and accepting that you accept that it's yours. Period. That's all that's required. So as you're praying or affirming or visualizing, scripting, journaling, having desires, imagining them, being excited about them, just know and continue to remind yourself that you're not praying to anything separate from you. Not above, not below, not outside, nothing separate. You're not praying to a God. You are praying as God, as the God. It is in your awareness that you are God, and it is in your awareness that your desires are available for you. And it is in the acceptance via your awareness that you will then experience it in the reflective reality. Your reality will always reflect back who you're being, who you're stating you are, what you're believing, assuming, expecting to be true for you. So rather than putting your attention and your awareness on the things or circumstances out there that you want to create an experience for yourself, I would suggest you put your awareness on the knowing of yourself as what you have previously called God, or source, or universe, or whatever you like to call it in your world. Like the universe provides. It's you. You are the universe. You are everything. And so when you know yourself as the one, the only source, God, cause for everything, operant power, that is when your reality becomes irrelevant. The experience out there becomes irrelevant because you know you have the kingdom of heaven within. You know the path to God, and you know that it's not through any rituals or, behaviors or practices or techniques or ways of living. It's through that I am fulfilled. It's through that. That's it. All right. There's more I wanted to talk about, but I feel like I'm going to end it here, and then we'll see you next time and we'll continue the conversation. So I'll see you guys next video.